Hallo kykers en welkom by nog 'n episode van Erongo Talk, julle gunsteling en hoogs betroubare aanlyn nuusbron. Dankie vir julle almal wat gereeld by ons inskakel. Vandag gesels ons nuus, die weer en vertel vir julle waar die vis heel mondelik gaan byt. In ons onderhoudsegment gesels Jasmine Sitzer, die junior burgemeester van Walvis Bay, oor die afgelope jaar en die planne van die huidige junior dorpsraad. Maar soos gebruiklik is ons kalenderdag mos maar altyd eerste op die lys en vandag vier ons kettingwinkelgroep waarderingsdag. Sit terug en geniet hierdie video insetsel saam met ons. In vandag se nuus, 'n nuwe braai-area langs Swakopmund se noordstrand is amper voltooi. Inwoners het die ontwikkeling verwelkom en beskryf dit as 'n geskikte opgradering van die bestaande geriewe wat uit betonblokke bestaan. Hoewel 'n plankmuur die area omheen het, is die braai-area veral oor naweke en vakansietye as 'n oogseer en 'n oorlas beskou. Die nuwe area bestaan uit 10 netjiese braaiplekke met pikniktafels en bankies. Dit is langs Vanita se paddock gardens geleë en bied 'n veilige en netjiese ontspanningsterrein. Die ou geriewe word afgebreek en sal binnekort verwyder word. Die projek vorm deel van die Swakopmund munisipaliteit se Noordstrand ontwikkeling. Dit het ten doel om openbare ontspanningsgeriewe te verbeter en sodoende die maatskaplike, ekonomiese en omgewingsomstandighede van die gemeenskap en ook die lewensgehalte van Swakopmunders se inwoners en besoekers te verbeter. Die voorgestelde projek is langs Platz Meer inkoopsentrum en die paddock gardens geleë. Die stapbaan daartoe is reeds verbreed om 'n fietsbaan in te sluit, terwyl nuwe abluisiegeriewe met storte ook opgerig is. Bykomende geriewe wat by die ontwikkeling ingesluit moet word, is behoorlike parkeerplekke en 'n strandsportfasiliteit wat voorsiening maak vir vlugbal, rugby, sokker, netbal, 'n waterpark, piknikarea en 'n fiksnet en speelpark. Moving on, a community activist from Narraville, Walvis Bay, accused of allegedly raping a minor, was denied bail in the Walvis Bay Magistrates Court on Tuesday. Irvin Bessel Summers made his first appearance on a charge of rape before Magistrate John Sindano, who remanded him to custody and postponed the case to the 11th of October for further investigations. Sindano informed the accused of his rights to obtain legal representation of his choice, apply for legal aid, or to represent himself. In Namibia, rape is a serious offense and it is advisable to have legal representation, the magistrate said. Summers indicated that he had contacted Nangula Afuku for possible representation in his case. State prosecutor Anakleta Kanjimbi stated that the state denies bail on the grounds of it not being in the public interest or administration of justice. According to the police incident report, the accused allegedly invited the victim to his house in Seaweer Street to wash dishes between May and August last year. After washing the dishes, she went to his room to inform him that she was done. He then pulled her by her arm, threw her on his bed and raped her. The suspect allegedly warned the victim not to tell anyone what he had done. He had apparently sent a text message to the victim telling her that he would pay her if she visits him at his house again so that they can do what they did again over the weekend. The parents discovered the message and wanted to know what was going on, and that is when she informed them. They informed the police in turn and Summers was arrested. En dan ten slotte, Walvis Bay se munisipale raad gaan die privaat sektor, gemeenskapsgroepe en individue nooi om voorstelle in te dien om stedelike landbouprojekte op 7 verskillende persele in en om die hawedorp te vestig. Die voorsitter van die bestuurskomitee, Richard Wiep, het gesê daar is bewys dat landbou stedelike gebiede se omgewings, maatskaplike en ekonomiese uitdagings kan takel. Wiep het verduidelik, deur die soneringsskema word die gebruik van grond so ontwerp om bona fide boerdery aktiwiteite in te sluit. Dit sluit die verkoop van landbouprodukte in wat op die perseel vervaardig word, as ook produkte wat direk daarmee verband hou, onder meer marktuine, kweekrytuine, plantasies en boorde. Wiep het gesê om 'n stedelike landbou in Walvis Bay te verwenslik is verskeie persele oral oor die dorp geïdentifiseer waar die tipe landboupraktyk toegepas kan word. Hy het beklemtoon dit is vir die raad belangrik om die privaat sektor, gemeenskapsgroepe en individue by die vestiging van stedelike landbouontwikkeling te betrek. Dit deur die uitdrukking van belangstelling en ingevolge die wet op plaaslike owerhede. Belangstellendes sal genooi word om voorstelle insluitende 'n omvattende plan in te dien. Ekonomiese bemagtiging, werkskepping, opleiding en die oordrag van vaardighede is van die noodsaaklike komponente van so 'n plan. Aansoekers moet op hulle eie onkoste dienste aan die persele lewer en die grond voorberei, het Wiep gesê. Sodra aansoeke ontvang en geëvalueer is, sal 'n verslag aan die raad voorgelê word vir keuring van suksesvolle aansoekers of 'n aansoeker. Voorsiening gaan ook vir streng maatreëls gemaak word om te verseker dat die persele vir die beoogde doeleindes gebruik word in 'n estetiese, aangename manier. En daarmee kom ons dan aan die einde van vandag se nuusuitsending.
Okay, Junior Mayor of Walvis Bay, Jasmine Sitzer. How are you doing today, Jasmine?
I'm always good, and Miss Lau.
I'm good. Now, Jasmine, it's August. It's almost the end of the year. It's almost the end of your reign. Sadly. Please tell us, how has it been so far?
How it has been so far was utterly a roller coaster, full of emotions, full of new people. It has been an amazing experience, and I would not let anyone take it for granted. Especially for the new junior upcoming mayor, I would really advise this road to anyone. It's a difficult road, but it's an amazing road.
Now, one of your biggest fundraising project as junior town council is the Mr. and Miss Teen pageant. Please tell us, how did it go?
So obviously I want to leave my mark. That's why I implemented a Mr. Teen as well, because for the past 2 years we didn't have a Mr. and Miss Teen, or Miss Teen we can say, because of COVID, due to COVID. So definitely the pressure was there because we had to come up with a comeback. So we implemented Mr. Teen, which the support from the boys was quite disappointing, but hopefully next year it will be better. There was 4 participating boys and 10 participating girls. There were lots of girls, that's why we had to do interviewing. which was also quite interesting. It was one of the most difficult but the most fun projects we've ever done in the Junior City Council.
Now, tell me, how is the Mr. and Miss Teen title winners tying into the projects of the Junior Town Council? Are they assisting in any way, or is the
Yes.
Junior Council assisting in any way?
We established the Mr. and Miss Teen, so therefore we will of course ask them as like a helping hand, preferably being MCs, or if they want to do projects. I know the Mr. Teen is constantly in contact with me, asking where he can assist in doing projects. The Miss Teen as well came with me, was also invited to the Flamingo Girls Club. She did amazing there with me. So they, of course, always asking the council advice, coming to meetings. So we'll make use of them as MCs or to be the spokesperson and all that.
Cool. Now, the inauguration of the new Junior Town Council is coming up. Please tell us, when is that?
I don't know when they'll do the portfolio interviews, but definitely the inauguration will take place on the 14th of October 2022.
Okay, now tell us about the process of voting for a new junior mayor. How does it work?
It's quite simple. Quite frankly, your reputation speaks for itself. We do not take people as junior mayor, CEOs, or deputy mayors if you do not attend meetings or projects. So therefore, you have to be consistent as a councillor and contest for your portfolio on why you think you're the best candidate in this position. I did it very nerve-wracking, but I got through it. And then the council votes and see who would they like to see lead in the youth of Walvis Bay.
Awesome. Now, if you just want to become an ordinary junior member, how does it work?
We do not contest for anything then. There will be nominations, of course, like I nominate A and B to be part of or to be a secretary or treasurer, but then you can also deny the nomination because of your schedule and so forth. Because it is quite hectic. People always underrate the work we do, but it's a lot of work. Balancing schoolwork and the council life, very hectic.
Now, you say balancing schoolwork and the council. Do you guys have regular meetings? Tell us about how
we have Wednesdays we have meetings every single Wednesdays. Since the 27th of January, we had meetings every Wednesday. So every day, 3 o'clock, you find myself here. I have to come earlier. I come in around 2:30 to set up everything, check up with the office to see if everything is booked, everything is in order. And then we have our meetings, discuss, brainstorm and all that. And we also try to be active on our social media pages, which I also implemented, is that we post every Wednesday something, just to let the community see that we are busy and we do think of them, just with small life tips and study tips. We try our best to help the youth where we can.
Awesome. Now, let's say, for instance, there's a learner watching this at school now and want to become part of the Junior Town Council. How do you do that?
Fun fact, the PJs actually joined in today. But how the process is also very simple. The Junior City Council is not difficult to be part of. First off, you have to, depending on which school you are and which grade you are, because we do try to keep it fair with four from each school, 2 senior members and 2 junior members. So depending on what grade you are, we usually take from grade 10 from Dolphin and Walvis Bay Private High School, and further on grade 9 from the rest of the schools of Walvis Bay. And then the junior members and senior members get to select who would they like to see flourish in this platform.
I assume you also write an essay?
Yes, by Duneside we write essays and interviews. But most schools, they do essays.
Awesome.
But Duneside always likes to make sure this person is using the platform efficiently. That's why we do interviews.
Awesome, and you're sitting there.
Exactly.
Now tell me, is there any projects that's upcoming for the Junior Town Council?
Our aim as the Junior City Council, with the last 2 months that I have left, we would like to socialize more with the youth. Therefore, we decided to implement a dance ball, but the dance ball is for a fundraiser that we would like to do. With the latest project that we did, it was a soup kitchen. We would like to assist them with basic necessities that we take for granted, simply as toothbrushes, face towels, and so forth. And that dance ball is just to raise funds for us to supply those necessities. As well as my reign is coming to an end, I'm also a prefect, the head girl of Duneside High School, so we will also be having a prefect breakfast, just to find out by each school how it is, how was their reign as being prefect, and how it went. Did they accomplish what they really wanted to do first in the school, just to see that. And of course the debate in spelling bee, And I have also implemented 4 committees, which is the Sports Committee, Educational Committee, Health Committee, and Environmental Committee. So they will also be doing 4 projects before the 24th of September.
Awesome. And then just finally, what is your message to the youth of Walvis
My
Bay?
message to the youth is always to get out of their comfort zone. I know for the grade 11s and grade 12s, there will be externals coming up in October month. I'm also writing. Very scared, very nervous, but I already started studying to prevent the shock at the end of the day. My advice is just to put in your all. Remember, it's only October, November, and December. Um, to sacrifice those months, and it's the last stretch. So do your best and live 2022 to the fullest.
Awesome. Thank you.
Your innocence is engaging. You can try to hide what's meant for me. If I were you, I wouldn't try.
The Henties Festival Angling Competition took place this past weekend. Hundreds of anglers participated and some good catchers arrived at the scales. It was rather a slow day for most anglers, yet some were luckier than others and managed to land the big one. Breggie Ferreira, a Namibian ladies angler who fishes for Walvis Bay Angling Club, cast a line at the mile 14 area. It was very early in the morning and low tide. She put on a wetsuit and waded far out onto a rock bank. She was standing in the cold water when a big fish hit her hook. Her rod bent double and the fight was on. Having lots of experience, she managed to subdue the fish and reel it in. The fish was caught before 7 o'clock, so what a way to start the day. Breggie arrived at the scale with her knees trembling. They weighed the big cop and it pulled the scale to a seriously good weight of 10,460 kilogram. Her fish eventually emerged as the heaviest fish of the tournament, and she was rewarded with a giant check for some good memories and then the first prize of 20,000 Namibian dollars. Well done, Breggie. It is evident that some big fish were caught. The most steamers were caught at mile 72 and the cop were mostly caught at mile 14. Most fish were landed early in the morning. Although it was rather cold on the day, the fishermen took to the waters and had fun in the tent afterwards. The organization was great with lots of things to do for young and old. The ski boats are still getting young cop, which keeps the anglers busy. Soon the bigger fish will arrive as well as the snook season. Let us all hope that the cold weather will leave sooner rather than later. The conditions for the week looks promising for especially steamers with calm water predicted but strongish winds from the sea in the afternoons. It seems like the east wind might not come through this year anymore. You can visit our website at www.erongo.com.na for a list of the respective winners and a full report of the Henties Angling Competition. Also check out some photos and video footage of the competition on our Facebook page. And with that, I've come to say tidelines.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, welcome to another exciting edition.
Kykers, ons het aan die einde van vandag se program gekom en sê dankie vir julle wat by ons gekuier het. Onthou, ons is daagliks om 2 uur op DStv kanaal 285 of GoTV kanaal 94 te sien. Julle kan ook 'n groot verskeidenheid van programme op ons NMH aanlyn TV kanaal 1up2.com geniet. Kry toegang tot meer nuus en ander stories op ons webwerf www.erongo.com.na of volg ons op Facebook. Nou vir jou advertensiebehoeftes, kontak ons bemarker William Groenewald by erongotalk@synergy.com.na of stuur vir hom 'n WhatsApp of Telegram na 0814119604. Ek herhaal die nommer vir julle, dit is 0814119604. En dan sê ek tot weerziens.